Artist Abe. I'm an artist here at Oddities and Curiosities Expo, and make sure to subscribe to Raze Chaos.
My name is Raze Chaos. You've made it back to my channel, and it is Wednesday, so you know Raze is happy to see you, because that means that Raze has got another comic book cover, because he absolutely loves these, and he can't get enough of them. And, yeah, and this is especially exciting. Why? Because this is one of those issues that had Raze been given license to go through everything, just if Funko had come to Raze and said, hey, this is what we want to do, we want to pick the issues that we'd love to do and get an idea of. This is absolutely an issue that Raze would do. This is 1967. This is issue number 50 of The Amazing Spider-Man, and it is very iconic, because you have the classic Peter walking, Spider-Man with his back to it, and it's the Spider-Man No More. It is another situation in which Spider-Man has, with Peter Parker, is just like, you know what, things are too much. I can't do this anymore. It's too much. The responsibility gets too much for him. And he just feels like he's doing more harm than good. I mean, this is a classic Spider-Man story. So it's very iconic, and it's one of those things that they revisit on a regular basis, where they'll have Spider-Man showing his doubt and wondering whether he even does any good or not. There is even a full-on, they incorporated this into one of the Tobey Maguire movies, as far as, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, where you just see everything going wrong and nothing, he just doesn't feel like he's able to, that he's doing any good at all, it's just like, and this is another classic example where, I think this issue starts out with, the Spider-Man stopping a bank robbery, and then the people in the crowd are just like, well, why did you do it the way you did? And, you could have done this and not caused as much damage, or, everybody criticizing on how he does things. And on top of that, you've constantly got the J. Jonah Jameson flying around him, and the Spider-Man's a menace, that kind of thing. And, and on top of that, in the actual continuity in the thing, Aunt May's been sick for a while, and of course, Aunt May's been sick forever, and she's constantly almost dead. And this is another situation where Peter Parker's got to find Aunt May's medicine, or find some kind of thing to fix his 1,000-year-old aunt who dies every 20 minutes, who's on death's door every 20 minutes. I hate to sound callous, but come on. If you're going to keep playing that trope in Spider-Man, that's kind of how people are going to get. But, like I said, this is from 1967. So, I mean, that is not, it wasn't as played out as it is now. It was a weight that they could always go with Spider-Man, because, especially with the guilt over his uncle and everything. This is a very, 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 very iconic issue, and there's just plenty to talk about with this one. And I'm still holding on to you. Why the hell are you still here? I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this little jackass. Yeah. So, yeah, this is the Spider-Man No More. It's absolutely iconic. I love the fact that it's still got the 12-cent cover. This is a Target exclusive, which is no big surprise because Target loves doing these exclusives. And they are a big reason why we have as many comic covers as we do. And as much as I don't appreciate, I think, I think that they have like done some of the black and white covers, which I think, Raze just did one of those not long ago, and he's tried to block it out of his freaking head. But but yeah, I like the fact that I'm able to come back with another full color issue. This is actually a really awesome cover. One of the fun things Raze has actually got from obviously it wasn't licensed because they couldn't necessarily do it, but Raze actually has a t-shirt. Everybody knows Raze's favorite character is Nightwing. He loves him and some Dick Grayson. Raze actually has a t-shirt that has that's like morphed. This actual image is echoed in the first part of this issue. Instead of just the red background, which is perfect for doing the cover and the figure and everything, but when they show the first issue, it's kind of the first page. It's kind of the same thing, only he's walking out of an alley. It's kind of reversed, where you're seeing Peter Parker's back, and then you see the trash can with the Spider-Man costume in it. He's done. And Raze has got one that has Dick Grayson walking through that alley with his Nightwing costume on, and in the trash can it's all the Robin costume, and it just says Robin no more. And Raze had to jump on that one because that's an awesome idea. Obviously not licensed by any stretch of the imagination, but so perfect. Just like this issue. This is so great. And, aside from everything that's going on with this, the earlier trope of Aunt May being sick, and I mean, honestly, I think this is issue 50. I think that Aunt May had been like in bad health for the previous 10 issues, probably even more than that. Something happened, she was ill over something, she's still in the hospital, or she's still in bed rest or something, she's still hurting. And so that's weighing on him. Like I said, the public seems to be turning on him. Nothing he does is either appreciated or goes right. And then on top of that, you've got the constant J. Jonah Jameson screaming that he's a menace. And it just gets to be too much for him. On top of all that, this issue in particular, Amazing Spider-Man number 50, this is the first appearance of the Kingpin. This is Wilson Fisk making his presence known. He did first appear in Spider-Man, even though he kind of has he's one of those guys that has kind of been, I just did a Daredevil issue a couple of weeks ago, which was the first appearance of Elektra, and now I have the first appearance of Kingpin, the guy who actually hires Elektra and makes her his chief assassin. This is part of. I mean, they're essentially connected in that respect. But yeah, I mean, if Peter Parker didn't have enough problems, now he's got Marvel's premier crime lord. I mean, we may have some worse ones, but or more super-powered-y ones in the Marvel universe, but nobody is the Kingpin like Wilson Fisk is the Kingpin. He basically represents the crime boss of the Marvel universe. And if you're going to do that, that's the guy you're going to go to, and this is where he first appeared. And obviously that can't make Spider-Man's life any easier. And he just has to give up. And you've got him here with his head down, his eyes closed. I like how they've got this set up, especially being able to look at it from the side. You can see he's got the weight of the world on him. And yeah, I mean this like I said, like I said, this would be a cover that he absolutely would have picked himself had he been the cover picker guy for Funko, trying to decide which ones they were gonna do. And believe me, there are comic book covers that Raze wouldn't have done. I mean, he's happy to have them, but like at the same time, like Raze goes for the historically significant issues, and this one is absolutely perfect because it's historical in a lot of ways. Yes, it's Spider-Man's 50th issue. It is the first appearance of the Kingpin, you know, and I mean. It's a classic storyline that keeps coming back, and yeah, it's like, of course, this is a very iconic issue, and it's a very iconic cover. So this would have been first run as far as which ones Raze would have picked out. Maybe second run because Raze probably would have gone with Amazing Fantasy before he would have gone with this one. But at the same time, it is one of the top Spider-Man picks that Raze would have done as far as doing these covers. But but yeah, as always, Raze likes to show the good and tell the bad, or in his opinion, what the bad is. I mean, it might not be your opinion, and it's just as valid. But this is basically one of those covers that Raze does not have a single fault with. This is not a complaint in any way, shape, or form. This is actually one of the best that they've done, both in concept and execution. And I love the fact that it even says Peter Parker as far as the cover. I love the fact that it's actually Peter Parker and not Spider-Man there. Yeah. But yeah, we love these. I have a whole playlist of these. You can see all the other Spider-Man covers, which they've done several. If you're specifically into Spider-Man, they have done several Spider-Man covers. And I think this is the only Peter Parker cover that they've done. But nonetheless, it's still awesome. And you can check out those covers. Raze does them every time. Raze gets these as soon as he can, as they're released. So hopefully you either discover one that you want and didn't know it was released yet, or you go back and you see the significance of that issue, maybe fall in love with it, because these are absolutely perfect in the respect of you could be like Raze, you could be crazy, you could be absolutely out of your mind and want every single one of them that comes out. Or you could be smarter and say, hey, you know what? That's my favorite character. That's a significant issue. I think I'll get that cover because it enhances the collection. And yes, these by themselves will enhance any collection that you may have, and give you a talking point, give you a little chatting thing for your displaying of your collection. It's just like, hey, wow, this is interesting. You'd be like, yes, I know a lot about this character because look at this thing that I've got, and I can talk about it. And that is the story of Raze's life. Oh, hey, look at this. This is cool, isn't it? Let me tell you about it. Yeah, if you think he just does that on YouTube, you got another thing coming. This actually saves some of Raze's real life friends from having to deal with these rants. But at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now. But never forget that life is full of odd moments. You never know when you're going to be defined.